Hey guys, my name is Savannah. Today we're talking all about the Oviraptor, which is my favorite new animal coming to Jurassic World Evolution 2 with tomorrow's Dominion Malta expansion. Thank you, Frontier, for giving me early access as always so that I could take a look at these guys. So in this video, we're going to release them. We'll take a look at their exit animation, their social animations, eating, all that kind of fun stuff. We'll look at the hatchery and then just look at them overall. So I'm going to stop talking so we can actually see this prehistoric little chicken. I'm going to release them out of the hatchery now and then we will talk about it. How cute are they? I love their exit animation where they have to like jump over this little bar. I think it's absolutely adorable. I had no idea how small they were going to be. I knew because if I remember right, in the movie they were relatively small, but I had no idea. So if we pause this guy so he stops walking, I actually really like their design. Normally, I don't really like the movie colors or just kind of the default skins, but this one actually is pretty cool with the red on its little beak and crest on its head, and then the white colorations with this like really sharp contrast little dark line. I think the feathers look fantastic, the crown feathers look amazing, the tail feathers look amazing. I love this little guy, and the little sounds that they make as they walk around. I'm obsessed. This is my new favorite animal ever in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I'm gonna have it in all of my parks. Shoot, I might even make a whole park dedicated just to these guys because they're that amazing. But let's go ahead and look because they do get better. I actually like their other colorations a whole lot more. So let me go ahead and release this group and we'll take a look at them. Okay, so the one I'm focused on is actually relatively plain, but if we jump over to some of these other guys, check out the spots. I love their little spots on their backs and all the colorfulness of all their little designs and things. That one's relatively plain as well, but check this out. They look so cool. They remind me so much of the Pyroraptors because the Pyroraptors have really cool colorations like this as well. Like, look at how bright he is. Oh, they're just the best. They're the best and I love them so much. Ah, and there's their little social animation. We'll take a look at that in much closer detail here in just a minute. But there's one thing that I want to show you before we actually jump in and take a look at their animations. And that is the fact that these guys can be contained by water. So if you see here, I'll go to the little map here and we can see we have a whole bunch of Oviraptors here on this little island. Only fences here and here because I can't actually get the water that close to the hatchery, but you would be able to like airlift these guys onto an island from the hatchery if you wanted to. But yeah, they will not cross this water. They do not go in the deep water. So these guys will walk kind of in the shallow end of the water. I can kind of speed it up and see if any of them will go over there. But they'll walk in the shallow parts of the water. They'll drink and everything, but they will not go across the deep water. So that means you could totally make a little Oviraptor island. And this should also include, see here, he's going to go get a drink. Should also include the Compies as well as the Moros Intrepidus as well. Those were the two that I think in Update 5 they flat out said this would apply to, but I wasn't sure if it was going to apply to the Oviraptors as well. I have not tested it with any other dinosaurs, but yeah, these guys pretty cool. So that opens up whole new design aspects for parks. If you want to make little islands of dinosaurs and maybe put like the viewing things over here and they can kind of watch them across the water. So I think it's pretty neat. I think it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of their animations because their animations are perfect and I'm very excited to show them to you. But wait, I was so excited about their animation I completely forgot. We have to take a look at their statistics in the hatchery. So if we scroll down to Oviraptor, we can see they have an appeal of 54, which is actually a lot higher than the Compies, I believe. If we go all the way back up. Oh, let me just, you know, let me make my life easier and filter. There we go. Compies is only 21, Dryos 14, Gallimimus 26. So yeah, these guys, Moros is 25. So these guys actually, where did they go? These guys actually rate higher than all of those guys. So fairly high appeal for a small little dinosaur. You can see here their trait chances across the board, 25%. I have it set right now to the 2022 skin. And then if we go to their needs, we see something else super interesting. And the fact that these guys are actually our very first omnivore. So you can see under their requirements, they require meat, but they also require ground leaf. So they do eat both of those things, and we'll see those animations in just a minute. But how cool is that? Our first little omnivore animal in the game. They like everything, but they don't like the large carnivores that will clearly eat them. And also Lystrosaurus for whatever reason. I think, is that a reference to the movie? Because weren't they like fighting or something in the... I'm so bad. I saw it twice, but it was a long time ago, right when it first came out, and I totally forget now. So let me know down in the comments why they don't like this weird looking little guy. But anyway, that is their stats in the hatchery. Now we can go ahead and jump in and take a look at their perfect animations. So starting off as always with just some ambient behaviors. Standing around, they kind of look around, peck at the floor, shift their weight a little bit. I honestly love everything about these guys. The way that they move and the little sounds that they make is just perfect. I'm totally obsessed. And then they sit down like little chickens. It's very similar to the Pyroraptor, actually. When the Pyroraptor sits down, it kind of curls its tail around like that. So that's kind of what it reminded me of, just like a little miniature version of that. But still very cute, obviously, because it's a little miniature Oviraptor. And then they, what is this one? Oh yeah, they nap. So they sleep. They have to sleep. All the animals sleep. So, you know, there we go. Like we said in the last video, all animations are important. And then we have a little dust bath. So this one I actually really like. So I am actually not sure if this behavior is unique to these guys. You guys can let me know down below. But they do a little dust bathing animation. I'll play it again just slightly slower. They kind of rub their head, get on their side, kick their foot a little bit. Chickens dust bathe all the time. It's one of the ways that they stay clean and keep the oils off their skin. So it totally reminded me of that, and I absolutely love it. So that is one of their little ambient behaviors. We're going to move on to drinking. As I already mentioned, they don't cross the water, but obviously they'll still go up to it and take a little drink. I actually like this animation because they kind of take some drinks, look around, shake their head a little bit. I think he actually does it twice because he takes those little steps and then drinks for a much longer point of time. But it's kind of cool that they'll kind of look up and check their surroundings. Obviously, they're a teeny tiny dinosaur. They're going to make sure that nothing else is sneaking up on them. And then this is them eating any of the plant material that they're going to eat. So they'll walk around, I think it was not ground fiber, something else that they actually eat. But anyway, they walk up and they just kind of peck at the ground and eat the leaves and things like that. And then this is them eating out of the meat feeder, which is a really cute animation. They get up on there, they kind of scratch with their feet and separate little pieces of meat. That was the singular one, which we're going to see again from a slightly different angle. They get up on there, they kind of scratch again with their feet, they get little pieces of meat. You can see he picks it up, throws it up, puts it in his mouth, eats it, and then he kind of jumps off at the very end and gets another little piece to eat it. But they do have a double animation, or a double, yeah, whatever you want to call it. When there's two of them up there, they kind of argue. So we're going to take a look at that one now. You can see the first one jumps up, the second one jumps up, and it's so cute. They're going to kind of like scare each other, right? So they start eating, and then all of a sudden like, whoa, where'd you come from? Why are you eating the same thing I'm eating? It's absolutely adorable. I love it so much. So yeah, they definitely do have an animation eating with each other, which I think is always special when there's multiple animations for them doing the same thing. It keeps it a little bit less repetitive. So always love to see that. And then my favorite, this is so good. It's so good. So they run up to each other. The one kind of spins around, and then when the second one does it, he smacks his friend in the face with his tail, and he kind of gets yelled at like, hey, it's so great. It's so awesome. We're going to see it one more time, and then I'll slow it down for you. But see, he kind of runs up, does his little spin like, ooh, look at me. And then the other one does it and hits him in the face. I think it's so funny. So as he runs up here, he kind of surprises his friend, does a little spin like he's happy to see him. And then when this guy does it, he just whacks his friend in the face. It's perfect. It's my favorite thing. I love it so much. And then unfortunately, I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I didn't show the kill animation. So Atrociraptor makes a very quick work of these guys. Unfortunately, picks him up, shakes him back and forth, and then kind of holds him in his mouth really for just a moment or so, and then puts him down. We'll see it once more in slow motion. Poor Oviraptor. I did not want to release the Atrociraptor on him, but again, just wanted to show you all the animations, so there you go. There you have it. And jumping into the species viewer, we can see here we have the movie 2022 skin on this guy, but we already took a close look at that. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of their other colorations. I really like these guys and all their colors. I think they're fantastic. I was talking about it in the, what's that called? Atrociraptor video, and I don't really like the kind of wild colors on them. But these guys being more bird-like, I do really like it. I like this, Gambia River Basin, the purple and the red color, the white, the black, this yellow one specifically, like the gold. I think they look awesome. And then all the different patterns that they can have, you can see they kind of keep that spotted pattern throughout all of these. They're just slightly varied and kind of different. Like this one, they're not quite like full little dots. They're kind of broken up a little bit more, but I think they all look amazing. They've got this bright blue color on their crest that changes with the pattern color. So we've got like orange there, blue here, blue and orange there, green here. I just think they look amazing all together in every way. I love them. This one might be my favorite, or was it? It might be this one, because I like when they have the black spots with all these colors. Like, look at how pretty this one looks. I think they look amazing. So yeah, that is all of their different colors that they come in. I think they are amazing. So that's it. All about the little Oviraptor. I love these guys so much as they do their little social animation that I love so much. He whacks the other guy in the face with his tail. It's perfect. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far and enjoyed the video, and if you're excited for this prehistoric little chicken, do me a favor and hit that like button down below and the subscribe button while you're down there so you don't miss out on any future content. You can follow me on all my social media accounts. All those links are down in the description, so don't forget to check that out. And until next time, I will talk at you guys in the next video. Bye!